हर गरीब गमराना या मौला हर नाचारा अजर से यार मौला हर गरीब गमराना या मौला हर अलाका खैर से यार मौला हर नाचारा जो या रहमत दीदार में से यार मौला
पाकिस्तान उलूम चुमुम कैलीग्राफी में मी कैलीग्राफी गिरमिना स्लो जाका तकरीबन 50 बॉय स्काउट्स और 20 वॉलंटियर्स लगातार साके थप के नूरडिन गिरमिना और गुतेलो तकरीबन 300 ट्रैक्टर सुम ज़्यादा दन भी और इसे टियाटे कम से कम कोई 3 मन चूना उसे टियाटे निभी और गुसे टियाटा आमितान लाइटिंग अतान के गुते लाइटिंग सिर्फ लाइट शो में कि एलईडी इसे लाइट शो 600 650 का तकरीबन इसे लाइट शो निभी है दोरमन हाइट अटे गुंस तोलर नियस जुअस और तोलर फूड प्रोवाइड तस बुट मुश्किल है और तकरीबन कोई 20 से 25 दिन तो उसके सिर्फ उसको वर्डिंग गिरमिना सुनने मिला
Tashrif Ravri, December 2017 of Maulana Hazar Imam to Pakistan was a momentous occasion for the Jamaat of Pakistan to commemorate the Diamond Jubilee of our beloved Maulana Hazar Imam. It has been many years since Maulana Hazar Imam has been able to meet his murids in Pakistan from the mountainous areas of the north to the coastal areas of the south.
On 7th December 2017, Maulana Hazar Imam arrived in Islamabad for a historic 13-day visit to Pakistan. A 19-gun salute greeted Maulana Hazar Imam as he disembarked. Pakistan's Foreign Minister, Khwaja Muhammad Asif, welcomed Maulana Hazar Imam and Princess Zara. Leadership from the Jamaat and AKDN were also present to welcome the Imam to Pakistan for this Diamond Jubilee visit. Ismaili Shaheen Scouts and Junior Guides, most seeing the Imam for the first time, added to the atmosphere of excitement. The next morning, Maulana Hazar Imam called upon His Excellency President Mamnoon Hussain at the Aiwan-e-Sadr. After the national anthem, the President invited Maulana Hazar Imam to inspect the Guard of Honor, a privilege reserved for heads of state.
Thank you, sir.
That evening, Prime Minister Shahid Khaqan Abbasi hosted a dinner in honor of Maulana Hazar Imam and Princess Zara. The Prime Minister presented Maulana Hazar Imam with the first state cover of 6 stamps issued by the government of Pakistan to commemorate the Diamond Jubilee. The stamps recognize the diverse areas in which the AKDN operates in Pakistan. AKDN institutions trace their roots back more than 100 years. Some significant projects began after Maulana Sultan Muhammad Shah's Diamond Jubilee. As Sarfraz Shah prepares for this year's Diamond Jubilee celebrations, he recalls the journey his father made to Bombay in 1946 for Maulana Sultan Muhammad Shah's Diamond Jubilee.
मेरे वालिद साहब जब वो डायमंड जुबली के लिए बम्बई जा रहे थे, घर से जब हमने रुखसत किया उस वक़्त मेरी उम्र 9 साल की थी। वो ज़माना ऐसा था कि नॉर्दर्न एरिया यानी गिलगित बल्तिस्तान का पूरा इलाका जो था बैरूनी दुनिया से कटा हुआ था। कोई रोड नेटवर्क नहीं था डाउन कंट्री के साथ मिलाने के लिए, तो सबको यहाँ से पैदल ही जाना पड़ता था। तो उस ज़माने में गाड़ियाँ नहीं होती थी, तो लोग अपने लिए अपने सामान और अपनी सवारी के लिए घोड़े रखते थे। तो इसी तरह से वालिद साहब का भी एक घोड़ा होता था, घोड़ा लिया उन्होंने, तो दूसरे साथी जो थे उनके भी घोड़े थे। घोड़े को चलाने के साथ साथ 1-1, 2-2 बंदे भी होते थे। तो इस तरह से वो वहाँ से रवाना हो गए अपने अपने घोड़ों के साथ। जब शंदूर पहुँच गए तो वहाँ बर्फ़ कम से कम 4-5 फुट की थी। 4-5 फुट में आगे घोड़े चल नहीं सकते थे। डायमंड जुबली के मौके पे यहाँ के गए हुए जो नुमाइंदे थे, जमात की तरफ से गए थे, जो नजराने पेश किया इमाम के हुजूर, इमाम ने कबूल करने के बाद दुआएं की जमात को, और बहुत सारा फंड दिया इस इलाके की तालीम के लिए। तो जगह जगह डायमंड जुबली के स्कूल खुल गए, उसका बाकायदा नेटवर्क बन गया।
Imamate Jubilees have been occasions to launch initiatives that have been transformational for the Jamaats and those amongst whom they live, with the objective of improving their quality of life. In 1946, Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah established the first 17 Diamond Jubilee schools. Today, the Aga Khan Education Services in Pakistan operates over 160 schools, catering to 40,000 students and employing over 1,800 teachers and faculty members.
डायमंड जुबली स्कूल निज़ाम ही था कि नॉर्दर्न एरिया में इसने इनकलाब लाया, पूरे माशरे के लिए, पूरी सोसाइटी के लिए। मैं अपने आप को आज उन खुश नसीब लोगों में देखता हूँ कि जिसने पहले अपने अबू को डायमंड जुबली में शिरकत के लिए जाते हुए देखा था, जबकि आज 2017 की डायमंड जुबली में शमूलियत के लिए मैं अपने पोतों के साथ जा रहा हूँ। ये मेरे लिए बड़ी खुशकिस्मती है।
As Murids in the region anxiously waited in anticipation of Hazrat Imam's arrival, volunteers were mobilized in large numbers to get the darbar locations or the dargahs ready. The 4 sites had to be cleared of rocks and levelled to prepare for the hundreds of thousands of Murids who would travel from all over the region to attend the darbars. This was the site in Buni Upper Chitral, 3 weeks before darbar, the land uneven and jagged. By machine, by hand, rock by rock, volunteers cleared the site. And this was the land shortly before Darbar. Hundreds of craftsmen worked on the building of the Darbar stages and other elements of the Didargah. Much of the work was carried out by women, trained in carpentry by the Sikkim project.
जे मोमनबाद सम ताल्लुक़ शबा और जे 2011 तुम एक CSP शक़क़ प्रोजेक्ट का जा एज ए कारपेंट्री दरो शबा एक CSP आमी थुनरा नाई किन भी के जा गुर्बत ख़त्म मनला और जे खुशकिस्मत बाकी डायमंड जुबली अल्टा स्टेज इंगे जा दरो शबा यासीन और हुन जो जा स्टेज ये ते मुखा जा दरो तबा.
Set up in 2003 by the Aga Khan Cultural Services Pakistan, Sikkim today has trained 170 women in various technical trades. With thousands of volunteers working for weeks on end, often in freezing temperatures, nourishment was essential. In Hunza, Noor rose to the occasion. He closed his restaurant from the day work on preparing the Didargah began and diverted all his efforts to feeding volunteers at the site during the preparation phase.
मैं तकरीबन यहाँ जिस दिन से दीदारगाह का काम शुरू हुआ है मैं उस दिन से यहाँ किचन का काम कर रहा हूँ. ये खिदमत के तौर पे मैं अपना नजराने के तौर पे तो इस काम को मैं निभा रहा हूँ. डेली में तकरीबन 200 बंदों के लिए 200-250 के दरमियान बंदों के लिए मैं रोटी बना रहा हूँ. शुरू से मेरे साथ 2-3 हेल्पर भी है और उसके अलावा ये लेडीज़ वॉलंटियर्स हैं, जेंट्स वॉलंटियर, बॉय स्काउट्स आते हैं, सब आके हम मेरे साथ हेल्प करते हैं. किचन का जो भी काम हो सब मिल के हम करते हैं.
The generosity of Murids took many forms and was evident at all darbar locations. With the Jamaat spread over hundreds of remote villages in Gilgit-Baltistan and Chitral, transportation and accommodation posed significant challenges. Many walked for hours on end, and many more needed to be transported in vehicles donated by thousands of Jamaati members.
So these vehicles were very small in number to transport around 36,000 Jamaat. So what we decided at council and requested the Jamaat that every Jamaati member will help at least one family to transport from Gilgit to Humza. But most of the Jamaati members have asked us that they will do more trips to facilitate the Jamaat.
Given the large number of people travelling, many began their journeys 2 or 3 days before the darbar. Jamaats close to the dargahs opened up their homes to their brothers and sisters from further afield. Maulana Hazar Imam's first stop in the north was Chitral, where he met with parliamentarians and government officials. Then the moment hundreds of thousands of murids had been waiting for. The Imam graced 2 Diamond Jubilee darbars in Garam Chashma and Buni.
अलम ज़दा बर दर फज़ल तुम अस्कर अलम ज़दा बर दर फज़ल तुम अस्कर वाफ़ी मुबारक चुद में ईसा मरियम आलियु बियारास्त चुंगुम बदे अफ़ज़ल आलियु बियारास्त चुंगुम बदे अफ़ज़ल खैल अदब सफ ज़दा अंदर खुतबे तो अलम ज़दा बर दर फज़ल तुम अस्कर अलम ज़दा बर दर फज़ल तुम अस्कर वाफ़ी मुबारक चुद में ईसा मरियम आलियु बियारास्त चुंगुम बदे अफ़ज़ल आलियु बियारास्त चुंगुम बदे अफ़ज़ल
हरन बिजलालत बिजहादर चुपिदर मुशितहरन शजरे हिकमत पैगंबर माबूद सिपास हर यकज़ इतरत ऊनी ज़िरक़ती बेबरन हर यकज़ इतरत ऊनी ज़िरक़ती बेबरन पिसरान अली आन्हा के इमामान हक़न बिजलालत बिजहादर चुपिदर मुशितहरन बिजलालत बिजहादर चुपिदर मुशितहरन
While Maulana Hazar Imam was in Chitral, the excitement was building in Gilgit-Baltistan. The next day, Maulana Hazar Imam was in Gilgit-Baltistan, where he graced darbars in Taus, located near Yasin, and Aliabad in Hunza.
शफाता वलायताश रोज़ी गदीर खुम्ज़े मिंबर वलायताश आरा की हर शरीफी निस्बत बदूक़ुना ज़ीरा की आज रसूल खुदा यास निस्बताश ज़ीरा की आज रसूल खुदा यास निस्बताश गर इल्म बायदार बदरी शहर इल्म शौ थाबर दिलार बिताबाद नूरी सादताश थाबर दिलार बिताबाद नूरी सादताश थाबर दिलार बिताबाद नूरी सादताश
अहमद हैदर
जादू पेदराश बर सरी हौजूल भी कौसर जादू पेदराश बर सरी हौजूल भी कौसर
The Chief Minister of Gilgit-Baltistan, Force Commander Northern Areas, and other government officials received Maulana Hazar Imam as he stopped in Gilgit. Having met with hundreds of thousands of murids in the north of the country, Maulana Hazar Imam returned to Islamabad. Here, he presided over a meeting of the Aga Khan University Board of Trustees. That evening, the Council for Pakistan hosted a reception in honor of the Board of Trustees, with Princess Zara as the guest of honor. Artists from various regions of the country entertained the gathering of Jamaati and AKDN leadership with traditional music.
This is a message for Hazar Imam. His presence here in Pakistan is a reassurance for all of us that Pakistan has a bright future. It is a safe place for our children to grow up and thrive in the education institutions and work environment. The birth country of Sur Sultan Muhammad Shah Aga Khan will and is and will remain a steady place and home for the country, for the community in the decades to come.
पंजतन का है सरताज जो वलियों का है वली पंजतन का है सरताज जो वलियों का है वली हाजत रवा मोहम्मद मुश्किल कुशा अली हाजत रवा मोहम्मद मुश्किल कुशा अली मौला या 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 अली मौला
coming out of the last 2 days, I was actually on the phone with my brother this evening, and Rahim and I were saying, who could have guessed when we were 14 and 15 in 1985 where AKU would be today and what this institution has become. It's humbling and amazing to see, and I think that amongst the many things we discussed over the last 2 or 3 days, the movement and the concrete intellectual movement into a liberal arts institution for this country and around the world is something which I think should inspire us. And I speak for me, my children, and I hope my grandchildren when I say this is an incredibly huge step for our institution. But also I know that we have many colleagues in the room. I see institutional faces who are very familiar, and as part of this mosaic of AKDN, I would say that one piece alone is not in itself an institution. It's the assembly of all the pieces that is greater than the whole, and this mosaic that we all contribute to and work for is a wonderful thing. And I'm very proud to be here with all of you to celebrate all the achievements and all of the steps that we take every day in the development of Pakistan and other countries. And I want to thank you for being here and for sharing this evening with us. And thank you, President Hafiz, National Council of Pakistan, and all of you for your company and your friendship and your support.
Following the darbars in the north, the Jamaat of the central region eagerly prepared for the Imam's visit. They built a marquee connecting the Karimabad Jamaat Khana and the Religious Education Centre to accommodate Murids arriving from all over the region. Maulana Hazar Imam spent 2 days here with Jamaats from Islamabad and across the central region. For the final leg of his visit, Maulana Hazar Imam travelled to Karachi. The Governor and Chief Minister of Sindh, together with Jamaati leaders, received Maulana Hazar Imam at Karachi airport. During his stay in Karachi, Maulana Hazar Imam was guest of honour at a dinner hosted by the Sindh Governor Mohammad Zubair. Pakistani musician Shahzad Roy entertained the gathering with a song composed for the Diamond Jubilee.
नजरे करम कर दे आया तेरे दर पे खाली झोली लाया तू नजरे करम कर दे आया
The Chief Minister of Sindh, Sayyid Murad Ali Shah, also hosted a dinner for Maulana Hazar Imam, where he paid tribute to the work of the Ismaili Imamate in helping the people of Pakistan.
Your Highness, I welcome you to the province of Sindh, where millions were eagerly awaiting your arrival to rejoice as you grace us with your presence here. Your Highness, the contribution that you and your family have made to Pakistan are countless. Today, the philanthropic work done by the Aga Khan Development Network reaches millions across the world, and Pakistan is indeed fortunate to have been a beneficiary of the humanitarian work undertaken by AKDN. Your Highness, today we live in trying times. Muslims at large are misunderstood and persecuted and have become victims of ignorance and bigotry. The voice of the moderate and the tolerant is getting weaker, and we are engulfed in what most consider a clash of religions, or as you put it, Your Highness, the clash of ignorance. Because indeed, that is exactly what it is. And it is only when this darkness of ignorance is defeated by the light of education that we'll all experience a lasting change. You have propagated only the unity of mankind and have been rendering an invaluable and selfless service for all humanity. As you offer tolerance and understanding, acceptance and affirmation, harmony and unity in these dark and dreary times. Your deep commitment to Pakistan and its development has given us all hope and support, and I'm confident that by working together, we can achieve lasting progress. Thank you and God bless. Pakistan Zindabad.
While in Karachi, Maulana Hazar Imam visited the Aga Khan University to inaugurate the Center for Innovation in Medical Education, a state-of-the-art facility for technology-based learning for health professionals. Born out of Maulana Hazar Imam's Silver Jubilee, today 5,500 students have graduated from AKU, and nearly 4,000 nurses and midwives have graduated from its School of Nursing. Over 1.2 million people benefit from AKU's services annually.
The centre serves a number of purposes. The main purpose, I think, is to raise the standard of medical education at undergraduate level, so our graduates are more skilled, more knowledgeable to practice, so that the healthcare of the nation comes up.
Today we are celebrating the inauguration by the Chancellor of this extraordinary building that was developed, designed, and then constructed with the support of the generous donors we have in front of us, but also many people who helped in the design and the creativity that goes into developing a center that is equal to any other in the world. Today, Hazar Imam, you will see a live demonstration of this building. So it's not just the building, which is very beautiful, but it's what happens in the building that is, we think, equally, if not more important, and you will have an opportunity to see how we teach here.
When I decided to launch a university in Pakistan, I had done some homework to try to understand what profile of institution would best fit the needs of higher education in Pakistan. What was clear was that civil society was underserved in education in Pakistan. And civil society meant all the pillars upon which men and women function in a civil way, how they support each other, how they develop their future, how they create pillars of strength so that institutions can move forwards. I have to say today that it is a source of immense joy that I have in front of me men and women who are so generous, so thoughtful, and who are so encouraging of what we're all trying to do. To provide high-quality medicine in Pakistan was always going to be a challenge by the nature of the country, by the size of the population, by the different areas where people were living, from the very hot to the very cold. So it was always going to be a challenge to build an institution that could meet the requirements of the country. I feel sustained and helped and encouraged by your generosity of time and of thought. And I would say to all those who have been so generous in sustaining this institution, please share with us all your thoughts about what we can do, what we might be able to do better, what we should try and correct, and that we should continue to position this institution in its correct place in service to Pakistan. Thank you.
The last few days of the visit were dedicated to the Jamaat of the southern region. Volunteers had prepared the Darkhana and Clifton Jamaat Khanas to welcome the Imam as the Jamaat from Sindh and Balochistan gathered for these memorable mulaqats.
दिन रात हमारा काम स्टार्ट है और हमारा हर वर्कर दिलो जान से यहाँ पे काम कर रहा है और हमें इस चीज़ पे बहुत 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 ज़्यादा फ़ख्र है कि वन जमात हम काम कर रहे हैं मौला के विजन के मुताबिक.
This 13-day historic visit to Pakistan was made possible by the dedication and untiring efforts of thousands of volunteers who came together with unity in organizing this visit. On his departure, Hazrat Imam praised the volunteers for their exemplary work and excellent service to make this visit successful and memorable.
After 13 days of emotion, joy, excitement and celebration, days that went by too quickly for the Murids, it was time to say Khuda Hafiz.
मुश्किल कुशा